All right, so let's talk about Tyrese, shall we? Let's talk about Tyrese. Just a few days ago, we're still covering a story with Tyrese chiming in on what do you call it? The cases of Brian McKnight and Brian McKnight's children, and what's his name? Ricky Smiley, comedian Ricky Smiley, an American comedian Ricky Smiley, saying he has their back if they need anything, right? So we had that situation. We talked about that yesterday, and was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And suddenly we came back to less than 24 hours later, and Tyrese is giving us some kind of breaking news. Let me see if I can find it though. God help me. Hopefully he hasn't deleted it, because this guy be deleting stuff. I think he deleted it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on 1 second. So apparently the wife is filing a lawsuit. Tyrese, the ex-wife, present partner, because they have to partner to raise their kids, right? That's the reality. So she filed a lawsuit. So I'm gonna have to pull this off of mine. I suspected it was gonna do something like that, but give me 1 second. I got it. Here you go. Aha. So we do have Tyrese on the screen. I'm gonna read. So Tyrese, this was posted yesterday. Yeah, okay, so he was basically quoting an article. Tyrese Gibson slammed with restraining order by ex-wife after defamation suit. Okay, so this is an article somewhere. Let me see if I can find that article actually. Slammed. Okay. So this is before I go into what Tyrese has to say, I want to actually read the actual article. Slammed with restraining order by ex-wife with restraining order by ex-wife, present partner, parenting partner. Hey, Nato, how you doing? All right. So let's go into news. Okay, I found it. There you go. Let's just okay. So I found it. Okay, good. Let's just look at this real quick before we continue into the rest of the full story, right? So Tyrese Gibson, I'm reading from Radar. You guys can see it. RadarOnline.com. Tyrese ex-wife files for temporary restraining order against actor following defamation lawsuit. Tyrese Gibson ex-wife is seeking protection against the Fast and Furious star, demanding a judge keep him away from her and their teen daughter, Shayla. Jesus. Norma Mitchell filed for a temporary restraining order against Tyrese on Thursday after suing him for defamation over a series of harassing posts in which she claimed he disclosed private information about their 16-year-old child. Wait. The child is 16 years old. Wait, are we looking at the right story? Because let me see here. This was, May 9th. So this is which one of the ex-wives is this one? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, it's the real older one. She's 16 now. Wow. Norma and Tyrese were married from 2007 to 2009. She filed a lawsuit against the actor on Tuesday in Los Angeles, claiming he defamed her and shared private information about Sheila on Instagram between April 30 and May 7. Norma alleged Tyrese utilized social media to air out their disagreement about their child, which seemed to be centered around the teen's school tuition. Tyrese is being accused of slamming Mitchell with a cruel barrage of derogatory and defamatory posts, including false accusations she has committed blackmail, extortion, death threats, tax evasion, forgery, bank fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering, according to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ. Norma also accused her ex-husband of posting a Google Drive link to their family court motion in his Instagram bio. She argued the motion leaked personal information regarding herself and Sheila. So Tyrese is fighting two ex-baby mama at the same time. Jesus Christ. This got to be tough on a man. Including which school the teenage attends. Tyrese's former spouse said he was well aware the information was not to be shared and posted, but he did it anyway, citing an Instagram post from May 1. All right, so let's get to what Tyrese. When I was reading that, I thought it was something else entirely. Okay, so Tyrese went and posted this. Let's make this bigger. There you go. There you go. He said on September 11 of all days in 2017, myself and my ex-wife Samantha woke up to the news that my ex Norma had filed a restraining order and was granted a restraining order that cost me to have a no contact, no call, and no visitation for 100 days because I was accused of child abuse and after I spanked my daughter. That was 2017. Okay. Children's Services was called on us, and after a full trial, my ex Norma was caught under oath in over 175 lies. She didn't even attempt to tell the truth, and nothing that she accused me or my ex-wife of ever checked out. My life was completely miserable. All right. Let's my reputation was effed. Every opportunity that had my name on it went away. Everything about the dynamic of my brand new marriage at the time was in complete shambles. 3 weeks ago, I filed court documents that highlights my ex being in contempt of court at least 30 times, with attachments and proof and evidence to coincide with everything that's in this court documents. Link in the biography again. Okay, so he keeps doing the same thing. And what does she do? She sues me for defamation, for all of the proof and evidence and everything that she's literally done on her own, from tax evasion to extortion letters, defamation, going over 3 years without paying 50% of our daughter's tuition, logging into my bank account and literally stealing my money out of it, hiring family members to the lease at our apartment, and opening fake bank accounts in their names when they all are from the UK. Oh, she's from the UK? She's from the UK. None of them have green cards, and one of the bank accounts is in her deceased father's name. None of them live in the US, and yet me filing paperwork to expose this criminal behavior and conduct and all the things that I have been living with every single day now have been sued for defamation. Imagine that defamation is when you lie and just make random things up that could affect someone's life, career, and reputation. Everything that I've posted is court documents with receipts and paper trails attached. One thing I don't do is lie. I know this. I don't exactly know that, but I have a good sense that he's not lying about anything. But lying is not Tyrese's problem. That's not his problem. I'm done living my life in fear with what else this woman will lie about and accuse me of. I'm done with my lawyers advising me. Did you hear that? Did anybody hear that? He's done with his lawyers advising him.
Not be juju be that.
That's what they call assassin where I come from. They call it assassin affiché. It's like somebody is doing you from your village. He said, let me go ahead and get this out of the way for those of y'all who are beyond predictable. Okay, so he's predicting some of us. Let's see, where's the rest of it? Congratulations, did I cover it all? Okay, cool. Read the caption again. I said what I said. I'm done living my life in fear. I'm done with the sleepless nights. I'm done with the constant retainer. Going into attorneys fighting off one accusation at a time. Not everything this woman has accused me of and came out about has ended up in the court documents. I'm approaching $25 million in legal fees. Jesus Christ. And I guess the conclusion is like, let's not pay lawyer anymore. Let's not listen to lawyers anymore. Because he spent almost $25 million. I am approaching almost $75 million on endorsements, movies, TV shows, opportunities, brand deals, endorsement deals, because reputation every time. She accused me of something. Okay, so he's lost about $100 million in total. About. It literally affects my brand, my life, my survivor kids, my family, and everything. Wait. And everything about everything that I've worked my ass off to build. I got it. There's always maybe even 3 sides to every story. The one thing about me, I have no effing reason to grab things out of the sky, hoping there's somebody out there side to steals like me. Okay, all right. What more do you want from me? Oh, all right. So this is a good way to end this today. Why does he get into these situations? Because he says coconut head, literally. Do you see his head shaped like coconut? It's literal. Like, this guy will not listen to anybody. But here's the lesson in this for us today. Again, it seems like we're talking about when relationships go completely sour, right? This happens in life. Unfortunately, it's just shit happens in life, right? You will attempt to hurt each other, because hurt people. We don't know where the hurt starts from. I bet your story is complete and it's true. You're not lying. Granted, okay? They started it, but now you're hurt. Now you are attempting to hurt the other person, okay? You call it, well, I can't let them get away with just lying, but you're literally trying to hurt them, right? So when you file a bunch of stuff in the paper documents or in the court, and these are just your angle, and they don't agree that that angle is accurate. They have their own experience, you have your own experience, okay? I'm not saying you're lying, though. I'm just saying people have their own different experiences, okay? So when they have their own different, this is a lesson, okay? Just know that if you're sitting in the same classroom and you're listening to that same lecturer right now, you guys are hearing 2 different things. That's just life. Okay, for whatever reason, you're hearing multiple different versions of the story. So when it's time for you to re-narrate the story, what happened, your experience to other people, you're probably going to come from, hold on one second. All right. I'm almost certain that you have your own experience, and the way you're going to share it from your own angle, right? The other person might disagree, right? But you need to just prepare your mind. Just know that people are having different experiences, and when they narrate that experience, yes, it's literally going to sound like a lie to you. Now, I literally just attempted to minimize your experience by telling you, like, they're not just lying, it's just a different experience. That's all part of it. That's something you need to be aware of. That's all part of it. You're supposed to feel that way because you're so sure what you saw was the absolute truth. It actually has nothing to do with the absolutity of your own truth. It's just how life works, right? For whatever reasons, people are seeing what they're seeing. It's a function of so many things, how they interpret issues, what they were paying attention to. They might have been drunk in that moment. They weren't even, but they were feeling some type of way. It was basically they were overwhelmed with their own emotions, right? So, of course, it's very easy. Now, things like somebody going into your bank account to go and actually steal money. You might be like, how can that be just a feeling? How can that just be just an experience? Well, it could be a situation where there was they normally go into that account normally, right? But you guys have had a fight in the last 3 days. You didn't realize that it was that deep, right? In fact, you're still keeping malice, but you ladies, you still had the audacity to go into that account to take the money, right? Or he told you outrightly and said, hey, don't go in the account. You're like, that's financial abuse. You can't tell me not to do that. We would normally do this. And then you go inside of it. So now he puts in the document, in the court document. I'm just saying hypothetically. And he now says, hey, she stole money, right? All this making up paperwork, put their father from the UK on the paperwork, and they don't have papers and all this kind of, that's all shaming tactics coming from Tyrese. Tyrese is now shaming them for something they might have known about before, but he just kind of like bought her and didn't want to pay attention to it. But now since he's in the place where like she hurt me, I'm gonna hurt her. She filed a restraining order against me. Why? Because I smacked my own kid, right? So now he's trying to hurt her back. This is how these things play out. So at the end of the day, it's bass. You're right, I'm wrong, right? So just me saying you're right, I'm wrong, it's not even good enough, because you might interpret that as I'm being dismissive. So it's never as simple as, Ola, we know it, you just want us to take the blame. No, it's never that simple. That's not the point. Okay? That's not the point. This issue is much more complicated than picking one side against the other. Okay? Anything that looks like is you against the other person will hurt you. Okay? If you have a child with them, you need to find your way to where it is all of you, including the child, against the world. You need to find your way into that place. That place is extremely difficult to get there. It's easier said than done. Can you imagine Tyrese trying to figure out how to do that? How to get this evil woman on his side? Can you just imagine that? He's probably like, are you mad? I'm not getting her on my side. Are you crazy? I need to get rid of her. How are you going to get rid of her? You can't get rid of her without getting rid of your daughter. What are you trying to do here? So, and in life, you have to pick your battles, right? You have to, sometimes there's compromise. Sometimes there's a price to pay for the actual thing that you want. And you have to be willing to do that. And it's only, all of this emotional blackmail, emotionally charged conversations, they only last for so long anyway. So why not just deal with it squarely and just put that person in their place, without making them feel like that's what you did. What I just said is loaded, but just know that trying to hurt another person that hurt you, that you still have to have a relationship with, is always a terrible idea. It's not going to work. What did he do after he found out that a lawsuit has been filed? He went right back to social media. It's been deleted since now. I can't find it. Maybe I didn't look enough. But he went right back to social media and posted it. And he's now saying he's not going to listen to lawyers anymore. I don't really advise people that people just outrightly listen to lawyers. But lawyers are there for a reason. And just a straight blanket statement, I'm not listening to lawyers. $25 million of lawsuits, $75 million of brand deals lost. I think that's a terrible move. I think that's a terrible idea. I think you should probably, for the first time ever, finally listen to your lawyer. I think you should finally set to rest. And actually, for the first time, I don't think you've been listening to your lawyer before. I am convinced you have not been listening to your lawyers before, Tyrese. And I'm talking to all the Tyreses out there. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for stopping by today. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Hi, I'm Lola.
And this is Ola from Man of Prestige.
Did you know that nearly 50% of marriages end in divorce?
Studies also show that children raised in two-parent households tend to thrive.
If you're struggling in a broken relationship or marriage, you're not alone in facing these challenges.
But having a solid support system is crucial. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.